Yo! Welcome. Zomboid time. Oh baby, got a couple hours now. Hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. So we are going to get organised. We are going to decant into our brand new storage room that we built on the last stream. And yeah, I'm excited. Shout outs to just an anonymous person. Big yourself up, whoever you are, anonymously. Anonymously big yourself up. Yeah, I'm excited. It's been a little while since we've hit up some Zomboid. And yeah, we've got a fair few things to sort out here. Oh yes, I see Mr. Slender. How you doing? Long time. A long time. I hope you are well. The realist. That's me. Having a crisp or two. I've got a box of little cakes as well. Although, I don't know if I'm going to eat those right now. Maybe I will. How you been, Icy Mr. Slenderman? How is Tricks? I hope you're good. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. We're going to get nice and organised because Hydrocraft basically demands it. There are so many items. But we do have one of these mods installed that categorizes items into slightly more categories than vanilla does. So I think we're just going to take the lead of those categories, is the plan. Remember to drop a like on the stream. That helps us out. Get this thing kicking off to a flyer today. Get the algorithm quaking in its boots at our mighty popularity. Knee surgery. Oh no. I hope that's not too painful. I hope it's getting sorted. I hope you're keeping positive and all that stuff. Because yeah, that kind of surgery is never fun. Well, unless you're into that kind of thing. Guys, here we are. This is our PB run. 2,500 zombies killed so far. We're 4 months and 24 days into. We're nearly hitting 5 months here, which is awesome. I think we're ever so slightly running out of food. We've got only 6 steaks left, and the steaks turn out to be actually good for hunger, not so good for calories. So even though we've been living on a diet of steak, we are losing weight currently. We do have 4 frozen cabbages, and we've got these chicken feet. Don't have any crafting recipes. We just eat them raw apparently, and they just make us bored and unhappy. So yeah, that's how we're doing for food. It's the 1st of December. Never before have I made it this far in Project Zombie. This is our PB. It's our ultimate PB run. And never before have I made it to December. So, shout out. Yeah, exactly. We're never going to a Gigamart in this run, bruv. We are not going to a Gigamart. Quick base tour for anyone who is joining us fresh. Posted on the Project Zomboid Discord, a link to this stream today. So, we might have a few new faces in. And this is our bedroom. Guitar on the wall there. We have lipstick and makeup and things in there. Don't think there's anything in the toolbox, no. This is our first aid cabinet, and we've got the little boxes on top just to denote that, but lots of first aid stuff in there. This box, I think, contains, like tailoring things, and we've obviously got all our clothes here. We have a Rubik's Cube there for keeping ourselves entertained as well. Yeah, the new sound update for Zomboid is sick. Like, that was a while back, wasn't it? Unless they updated it again recently, the sound. Maybe I've missed a brand new update, but they revamped all the sound fairly recently, and it was amazing. I agree. Very, very cool. Here's the kitchen. We have a sort of vantage point here, looking out over our flatbed truck there. And we've got a few other cars, I think, in the car park over there that used to be a tennis court. We've got our graves. This is our sort of our mine or quarry or whatever it is. We've got loads of algas down there. We've got 4 more algas ready to go. But yeah, that's our mine quarry thing. Out front. Yeah, kitchen, obviously. Lots of food and drinks. Then in here, this was the storage room that needed an upgrade, so we'll come back to that. We got our library with all our different books, which we've read all of, I think, apart from the ones we can't yet, but we do have all the ones that need reading in the future there as well, ready to go. We got our TV area here, obviously. What's that on the floor there? Oh yeah, the whiteboard. We need to work out where we want to put that as we move things around. This was our old mass storage, but it kind of quickly got a little... Well, it's just a very difficult arrangement, actually. It's like, it's great to have this much storage packed in so densely, but it's not convenient for finding things. So I figured these rooms need to be for absolute mass storage of one item. Do you know what I mean? Like, fill one of these whole rooms with charcoal, for example. So each box is the same. Otherwise, it's just too difficult to... Yeah, we could fill, with gas cans, just full of gas cans. It's like ultimate mass storage of 1 or 2 items in there is the plan. At the moment, there's quite a lot of stuff stored in there rather chaotically, so we need to sort that out. And this was our old main storage room, which, as you can see, it's quite full of like a lot of these lockers here are full or very nearly full. These lockers over here, same. These shelves over here, like that one's just full of batteries. The whole thing is full of batteries. It's crazy. So last stream, we built this new balcony out here. As you can see, there's a lot more storage. And there's room for us to arrange items on the floor in front of these containers to give ourselves an indication of what's stored within. So it should be much more manageable, this storage room. And Hydrocraft, it just has so many things. So that's why. That's why we did that. And what we're doing today is we're going to try and clean up this room and empty things out of here, so that basically this room can become a room for crafting, and like we can put all of our, like, we'll probably end up moving some of these things, but we can move all of this stuff and we can have our crafting stations in here. Really is the plan. So build 42 is rumored to have wildlife and or raiders. Right, amazing. Echoes in large buildings. Oh, nice. Okay. Plus they're revamping the health system. More diseases to be added. And the temperature system. Oh, man. Cool. Yeah, I think, you know, this is obviously a modded run here. And it's our PB run. When this one does finally end, the next run we do, likely, I think, will be vanilla. Because vanilla's changed so much, you know. But just to show you downstairs here, we have these boxes. Although we're missing things like the helmets and boots and stuff. So we need to complete the boxing mannequins one day. And then there's like these kind of empty rooms we haven't done anything with yet. So room for kind of decorative rooms there. But in here, games room. Nice. And in here, music studio. Nice. This is a sweet music studio. We've got synths, we've got headphones, music stands, we've got decks over here, percussion, we've got guitars on the wall, more synths, more headphones, platinum records on the wall. It's all happening. And then, yeah, that's just a weird little dumping ground area there. And then in here, the kennel. All our dogs, including one of these is our hunting dog. I forget which one, but we called it Hunty. Hunty, the male healer. This is our hunting dog. So when we need more meat, we'll go outside with Hunty and hopefully acquire another cow or two. All right, so that's the tour. And really, it's just this room here, and the two mass storages out here that we're going to be sorting through today. We're going to be sorting through all that stuff and throwing it out here. It's a shame it's snowing. Makes it rather difficult to, you know, hang out here for long. We've got 151 spare planks there as well. We chopped a lot of wood last time, so that's pretty cool. Hans Yolo, shout outs, welcome, how are you? Right, the temperature must have just gone up because the snow turned to rain. Now, one of the first things that I want to draw your attention to in the design of this big storage balcony thing is that we don't have any boxes here. Why is that, you might add? Well, you might ask. Well, it's because the boxes here would then obscure the view of the ones over here, which is part of the problem with our existing storage rooms back here. Something else as well, I think we should maybe sledgehammer through the wall around there. So there's multiple options for ways to get in and out. Because at the moment we have 2 bins. But do we need 2 bins? We have a computer in one of them. Let's take the computer out. And let's pick up one of these bins. And let's put it in the other one. And then delete it. In fact, let's leave it in there. Let's leave it in there for now. And then, yeah, we're going to go get our sledge and just bang out this section here. They are changing the gun system for Build 42. More caliber stuff for vanilla and suppressors. Oh, nice. As well as changes to zombie AI towards bases. Lots of cheese strats are being removed. Bases will give off heat, which will over time build up. Wow. Are they going to make zombies able to climb sheet ropes, though? Or I guess if they make it zombies more effective at removing the sheet ropes, that's the main thing. Because if sheet ropes are constantly at risk of being pulled down. Anyway, that's the ultimate cheese strat, isn't it? Which we are employing here, of course. Oh, and the last part of the base tour that I didn't actually just show was the roof where we have all our farming and water and things like that. And now you can see, obviously, our mass storage poking out the side there, looking rather nice. Now, if we were to... There's a bit of a cheat here, which we've discussed in the past, but the way that the map maker made this map, it's kind of crafty. You'll notice, yeah, you've got the first floor here, where my cursor is highlighting. And the second floor technically is here. The second floor technically ends here. So all of this, you'll notice this bit of wall is lit up in a way that the bit underneath it isn't. Why is that? Well, because they've wanted to artificially make the second floor here a bit taller and put the roof on top. But it's an optical illusion. The floor is really here. The floor really starts there, because as you know, floor heights are uniform in Zomboid. So we're actually one block further away than we look. And so if we wanted to build a roof over the storage down here, it would be tricky. To cover this strip on the right here, it would need to come out of there. It would be on this tile here, which is half covered by this optical illusion piece of wall. So if we wanted to cover this, it would create some rather unpleasant inconsistencies in the geometry of the roof. You'll notice that it does, I mean, it's hard to notice, but you can see really the way that this lines up here. You would expect us to fall into the outdoors, but we don't. And that's because of that extra block. So when you jump in here, we actually come indoors. You see, it doesn't quite line up. So, yeah. So, no, but they can batter down built walls. Anything wooden will have less health. Wood walls will attract zombies more than concrete. Yeah, cool, yeah. So, just make it so you can only climb with low weight. That's a good idea. Wow, yeah, interesting. Makeshift elevators and stuff. Anyway. So, I think that kind of rounds up the kind of setting of the scene. And so the first thing I'm going to do, the first thing I was planning here, is what do we do with this area here? Oh yeah, well let's sledge the wall out so that we've got like more convenient access. That is definitely the first thing to do. What? Interesting, there's quite a few different recipes there. Yeah, if you couldn't pick up the furniture. I kind of agree. I think there could be some stuff done there. Ah, this is a problem. I don't really want to destroy that interior wall at the same time. This is something I would really like to see revamped. I mean, I guess we have enough wood. We can just make a wooden wall there and make a wooden doorway. Or we just put the door there and the... Yeah. We could just put the door here and the bin in the other corner. Either way, we're going to have wood, kind of like a wooden bit stuck on. This is just an aesthetic decision now, but it stumped me. I think we would take... Yeah, I think we will take this one on. Bang. Now we need a few walls worth of planks. We'll just fill up our backpack, I suppose. Oh, whoops! I picked up the wrong thing. Thought I was picking up planks there. Six is probably not enough, but anyway. I think we have like a thing full of hinges and doorknobs here. We do. One doorknob and I guess 2 hinges. That's what we're looking for here. We'll keep that big bit open plan, I think, but a little door in this corner is probably nice. They're considering a building integrity system. No floating wooden floor cheese anymore. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that sounds very interesting. I like the sound of that. Right, carpentry. Wall. Wooden wall frame right there. And then a door frame right there. I think that used up all the wood we brought with us, so we can go grab a bit more. Oh, we're still carrying a sledge around with us, which we just don't need anymore. So just put that away for now. And then let's grab another backpack full. So on a wooden wall, level 3, right there. And then we want a door which perfectly uses up all the resources we have left here. Okay, great. So we can maybe paint those at a later date, but for now it's fine. The other option would be to actually destroy all the walls in this section to make them all wood, just so it feels a bit more, you know, I don't know, consistent. But we've got a door there, that's convenient. So now this corner here, this is where we're going to put all our pallets. This is the plan. Now what we're going to do with this computer, we need to put it somewhere. Let's just throw it on the floor in this corner here, which is where we've thrown an awful lot of stuff. Or can we not, because it needs, it actually needs placing. So, yeah, maybe you can't. Have to put it into a container, or else we have to place it on the ground somewhere. Well, let's just put it in with these mechanics, with this kind of electric stuff for now. They do plan eventually adding an escape event, either by boat or by helicopter meta event, after so much time passes. Wow, so there would be an end. There'd be an actual end to the game, is what we're saying. Wait, so we can fill our backpack with a couple of those pallets, and then we can maybe just put one more in our main. Seems good to me. And so this is what we're going to do here. We're going to put our pallets down here. I think that makes a lot of sense. I guess we actually can't see them there either, so maybe that doesn't make sense. I guess the pallets can go along this wall. Like, what if we put like, that's not positioned perfectly. There, that looks nice. So you kind of want to be at the bottom of the sort of tile that you're placing it on. Great. Nice. We've got these other bags and propane tanks and various other things. Hopefully we can just put those into actual containers now. Have the luxury of doing so. Looks dodgy. Be like after 3-ish years in game. Wow, even 1 year is tough for pros. Yeah, exactly. So you'd have to go for 3 years. That's nuts. Okay, so there's our pallets. Let's pick up our propane tanks here. Now I wonder if the propane should actually go in with the gas. So we've got in here, we've got a lot of gas, and I think it moves to charcoal. And then we've got all of our like old useless books. Which are filling up 2 containers at the moment. On this side, anything? Nothing on this side yet. That's interesting. Yeah, let's put our propane in here then. Oh, I've still got some steel pipes. Okay, very good, very good. Right. Clay, concrete, plaster, all of this stuff seems like it could all go together somewhere. Just pick it all up. And I think I like the look of this bag the most. So if we place it just in front of any one of these, I suppose it really doesn't matter. We'll just place it like there. For now, like we're gonna, I guess, end up constantly evolving this. But the point is for now we just want something that's actually manageable and like clear to us where things are, you know. So now any bags of concrete, powder, plaster, clay, just bags of stuff like that. I can just look through all our various storages to see if there's anything that we think fits that bill. Empty propane tank there. We know where we want to put that with the others. Is that the floor? I think this is the floor. Energy bar. Let's just eat that right now. Bag of red clay. That's exactly the kind of thing we're talking about. Tamil, yes. How you doing? I do indeed remember you from the other day. Shout outs to you. Welcome to the stream. Last but not least, weight system is going to be tweaked. No more running with extremely heavy loads with only losing health and no injuries. You'll break ankles and hurt knees and back. Amazing. Yeah, this is all exciting stuff. I like the idea of the game being made harder. Because, you know, that is one thing about this game, innit? It's like when you hit a PB like this and you're just like absolutely cruising, a certain amount of the like threat and the kind of interest is removed at that point. Because you're like, well, I'm nailing it. You know? Did we get a candy wrapper from that? No, we didn't. Okay, good. Okay, now these cow skeletons can all go together in a particular spot. And there's a load of stuff over here. I mean, I know there's a load of stuff over here. Bones, wishbones, lard. It's just dried bull hides, raw other hides, feathers, sure, they're animal parts. Yeah, I think that's it. So can we harvest bones? We can't place this, but I'm going to put it somewhere that makes sense to us. Like, well, let's just put one on the floor like there, in front of this crate. Looking good. And then we can just put all our animal parts in there. Getting cocky, you'll do that and you'll mess up something basic. Very true. Oh, keep our head in the game, you geese. Right, now doorknobs and door hinges, they're like a whole thing in their cells. Yeah, because they can't be crafted. So, hence why we stockpile them. But we probably have more than enough of these right now. But let's give them a spot. Wow. I don't know, like, maybe smaller crafting-y things can just go over here, I don't know. We'll put a doorknob there. And we'll put a hinge right next to it. Right, are we placing them all? What is he doing? Just stop doing that. Just place one on the ground there. Okay, thank you. And then, in fact, we can be even more organized about this. We can put hinges in the bottom one, knobs in the second top one, whatever. The next one, I suppose it's an easier way of saying it. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Safe, Robotex, welcome. How are you? How are you? So yeah, we can craft them in Hydrocraft. That's cool. Good to know. Nevertheless, we do have quite a nice stockpile of them, and yeah, there we go. They're going there. And again, like, it's completely arbitrary at the moment. I'm trying to spread things out so that if we have something that we feel is in the same category as doorknobs, there's room next to it, and same category as, so that things can hopefully be a bit organized. I'm just trying to spread out the initial things, but we may end up, you know, obsessively moving things around to make everything match. And there's like a few things like this, like, I don't see us ever getting enough coins to fill this bag completely, you know? We've got all these chisel heads, like these different bits for the mining machine in this bag as well. So I don't know if we want like a little shelf where we just put bags. I don't know. Doorknobs are nice to melt down for brass to make bullets. That sounds like a pro tip. What I do want to do is I want to basically empty all of these storages, because if we empty all these storages, then they can be used for like convenience, for things that like we're actually actively using a lot. Like, for example, one of them might end up becoming a dumping ground for resources that we make bullets from. Things that we're like always crafting will get their kind of upgraded position in this room, sort of away from the kind of master organization spot is the idea. Let's have a cigarette. Let's try and keep going here. It's going to get less and less fun because we're going to have more and more things. Let's go to batteries, because we know batteries is just like, we've got a huge amount of weight of batteries. What's like the funnest one? Can we place some of these? Only this normal battery can we place. I think we'll put batteries like over here for now. This could be like an electronics corner maybe. So if we place one. Oh, it's so unbelievably small though that I think we won't place. What we'll do is we'll put all the normal ones in the bottom shelf there. Maybe then the hydrocraft ones can go in there, because those are just the vanilla ones in it, and then hydrocraft ones up there, something like that. Drop to chopstick and caught it with your knees. Amazing. The next level up is to catch somebody's knees with chopsticks. That's my challenge to you. A 9-volter might be larger and therefore like easier to have fun with. Or else we'll, yeah, maybe put a large one as our kind of placeholder. I don't know. Where did we put it? In here, yeah? Oh, no, in there. Okay. So let's see what a 9-volter looks like on the floor, if it's kind of a bit more clear. Yeah, that is quite nice and clear. Only thing is, I want it a bit closer if I can to the thing. And that's not properly lined up. I think I'm going to be quite annoying with making everything look amazing here. Let's put more of those in there. And then probably the rest can fit in the one above. Very good, very good, very good. Solar panels, bikes and windmills crafted from dismantled bike parts are soon coming to vanilla. Alternatives to generators, amazing. Yeah, windmills would be so cool, man. Windmills would be very, very cool. We need some serious strength. Oh, what, for the catching knees in chopsticks? Yeah, no doubt. Okay, yeah, no batteries. I think there's batteries on the floor here. Oh, wait, there's garbage bags down here. We need to take those upstairs. Those don't belong. Batteries, 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 batteries. Cool. I like the idea that this wall stays tools. The problem is we have so many of them, tools and weapons and guns. I guess maybe all of those should just be guns. It could be like an armory. All those lockers on the side wall there. That could be cool. The reason we want to just pop upstairs is because we were actually storing garbage bags up here. And I think there was an agenda to make... Yes, look at that. Perfect. So now we have 21. Wait, hold on. Isn't it 4 apiece? I can't remember. Yeah, so the 20 we've got now, we can make 5 more rain collector barrels, which means we could probably move these IBCs over to the side and make another row of 5. Anyway, this rain is excellent because... oh yeah, look, everyone's just filled up again now. So it's a good time, actually, while it's raining like this in the middle of winter, because it rarely does. The devs are considering slowly merging parts of Hydrocraft into vanilla, like items and crafting. Well, I mean, there's a nice little, you know, plan of action laid out ahead for them, isn't there? Certainly. Have we got any blood on our stuff? I think we do. So why don't we have a nice wash? Because while it's raining, we might as well use what we have. Wash all clothing. Oh, it just switched to snow. So that was probably bad, bad timing, because now we will have probably emptied one of those barrels. Yeah, that one's now. Oh no, the rain's back. Went it down to 280. Well, that should fill back up now. The rain is actually back. That's cool. These are all cooked, these steaks. So just eat a couple. It's not going to help our weight, but well, it will obviously slow down our weight loss a little bit, won't it? Let's just go with that. And let's go to bed for the night. So yeah, this stream will unlikely to actually leave the base in this stream. But it's going to be super satisfying once it's all sorted. And I think more to the point, we're going to have these situations where like we look at a hydrocraft recipe and we just know, we'll just be like, yeah, we've got that stuff. Or like, no, we don't. Because we'll know where everything is. We've got this bag here that has all our poo in it. And rope. This is our hunting bag. Kind of cool. Oh, look, a bag of plaster powder. We know where that belongs. We've got all of these this kind of like electronics items, which we can sort through. Oh, there's a dead battery there as well. Yeah, I think that's all the batteries. Bag of plaster powder would go in there. Don't know if we want to keep the dead batteries in the top one, maybe. A couple of 9-volters there. And then just the standard little brares. Interestingly, the standard little brares are already nearly filled a container. 73 of them. But there's plenty of room in the other 2 containers. So yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Do we want one for planks? Also got a ton of sheet ropes here. And then, did we leave a ton of sheet ropes on the floor outside here somewhere? Look at all the wood we chopped last time. Mad thing. Like we could pick up all these planks, couldn't we, and move them. But yeah, with a stack weight of 400, they are better. They're much more efficiently stored on the floor. So we'll just leave them there. Whenever we need planks, they're there. That's fine. I think we can already make this room a lot more palatable to look at. Okay, the sawdust weighs basically nothing, so we'll pick all that up. How does this look just behind the drying rack there? Yeah, I think those 2 look nice there in the corner together. That's perfectly fine. Unless we want to move... Actually, you know what I think we might want to do? Firstly, actually, you can just go straight into our main... Oh, look, large batteries that we forgot about. I'm going to try it just here. Yeah, I think that looks nicer in the corner there, like away from this guy, perhaps. Can this guy go any closer against the wall? Yeah, maybe a bit better. Let's get these batteries put away. So things are already starting to look pretty decent. Right, not a lot of stone there. nevertheless, let's pick it all up. There's a load of metal there. That's something we have already started storing in the other thing. Yeah, and then we got all the electronics. Yeah. I think there was quite a lot of sawdust on the floor. Sorry, not on the floor, like... Yeah, on the floor. Here. Didn't I just dump it? Maybe not. I thought I had dumped a load of sawdust on the floor there, but maybe not. So that's fine. I feel like stones and sawdust and things can go next to these bags of plaster. And if we just put a stone there, then this is just all the like floor type stuff, right? Like all the, like we could put dirt and things, and it goes quite nicely next to plaster and clay and things. Maybe they should actually, maybe these should, like, there's such a small amount of stuff here. Maybe these should actually be in the same category here. You know, like we've got a bag of plaster. We got bags of clay and things. Sawdust and stones can go in with them. It's maybe not perfectly clear. Am I ever going to play Vintage Story? I am curious to play Vintage Story, yeah. Why don't we grab one stone and place that next to the... So it's like, yeah, they're kind of one item. A bag of plaster and a stone. It's like all the floor. All the stuff. So well, base building. I'd love to see outdoors woodsman playing attempt. Yeah, we actually did that once. If you look back on the channel, there was like a run I did where the character I was playing as was Jimi Hendrix. And we called it like the Woodstock run. So it was like a bit of a weird pun. But we went to a cabin in the woods and we just built our base from the cabin in the woods. I think we went to the one next to Muldra that has the well. And yeah, we lasted quite a long time. I think that might have been my pre-existing PB before this run. Can't remember. I think it was. Should we do metal next? Let's take all these metal sheets. And put one of those in our main inventory. And then just as much of this stuff as we can fit into the bag as possible. In fact, we can just put those bars into our main inventory. That's fine for now. No pre-built structure, only crafted. Okay, I'm up for that. I'm deeply up for that. Metal we will put next to the doorknob and hinges. And then we'll put bars in this middle one maybe. Scrap and unusable at the top. And the sheets at the bottom, the main event. And I'm pretty sure that the bulk of our metal storage we'd found a home for in here somewhere. I think maybe in this one. Yeah, look at that. Oh, we are going to need more than one slot for metal. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more than one slot for all our metal. Yeah, okay. Interesting. If you survive in this to Christmas Day, you might get lucky and get a Santa meta event. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to think about what we want to do on Christmas Day. We should definitely treat ourselves to something. Okay, so we're going to need to expand our plans here metal-wise. So I think scraps and unusable can stay up there, that's fine. And I think the bars go like that, and then let's take the sheets out and let's do yeah, I prefer how the small one looks. Put the small one down there. Very nice. Friday the 13th zombie? No, I don't think so. In fact, definitely not. Oh my god, there's so many metal bars. It's crazy. So that's that one full. So yeah, what's the deal with the Friday the 13th, dude? Oh my god. It's a zombie with leather clothes, hockey mask and machete. Oh yeah, standard, okay. That old chestnut. Okay, and then up here, and I guess... yeah, that's pretty much full of metal bars and scrap metal already. That whole, that like array of 3 there. So it's going to be a pain in the ass to move. But with metal being such a heavy item, I think maybe this... yeah, maybe the corner is better here. Okay, so this is quite... it's going to be kind of long, but we're going to do it. It actually won't be long, it's just going to pass a lot of in-game time. But the corner is nice because we can just put some items in and it will actually... the metal will have 3 times the amount of space that any normal piece would. Zaxia, big ups. How are you? Shout outs. Pick up the dudes off the floor, and that should be that row cleansed. It's not quite. So now let's place that guy down. Put Put a sheet next to it. Okay, that's our little metal spot. The big metal sheets can go down there. The remaining bars can go up there. Okay, perfect. Very, very good, very good. If you're just joining us, we are absolutely the most organised Project Zomboid player you've ever seen. Eventually. We're getting there. Just checking out. Actually removed everything I know, so there's still those 15 metal sheets to come. And I think that is, yeah, all the metal officially moved out of this room, so that's good. If you're just joining us, do drop a like on the stream. That massively helps. We all like to trick the algorithm into thinking that I'm actually really quite considerably a lot cooler than I actually am in real life. So that's what the like button is for. So use it. What's the word? Liberally. Use the like button as you would any button. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just press like and I'll be happy. Okay, so in the rest of this storage now that we've removed the metal, all we have is like, we've got one for broken weapons. We've got one for not broken weapons or tools or something. And then these are all the extra guns. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so that one's just guns and tools and weapons left in there now. And I think this one just has fuel. There's loads of gas cans. Oh yeah, and it's got all the old crappy books in it. Okay. And oh yeah, and the propane we put in there. So yeah, so it's like, okay, all right, well, we'll think about what we're going to do with those existing rooms. Let's keep working our way through. Oh, in fact, is it time to eat and sleep, I think. I think we're kind of holding our weight. Oh dear, wait, hold on. These... Has our generator ran out of fuel? Yeah, it's out of fuel. So the fridge has been off for a while. At what condition do we need to start worrying about the generator not being stable? Does anyone know? Is it when it gets below 50% or is it when it gets below 20%? I think it might be below 50%. So we might actually want to look at repairing it rather soon. The other thing is, maybe we will see a zombie here. We were piling up empties out here, weren't we? Aren't these all empty? Oh, that one's not. Some of these are. Okay, so grab the one that isn't empty. And place down the one that is. It's like 40% should be in settings. 40%, oh dear. Okay, hold on. So our cabbages and chicken foot aren't frozen anymore, but they are still saying fresh. That's fine. Because we want to use the cabbages for trapping. We do have some nice traps down the road. I'm going to just finish the steak we've got so far. We'll eat 2 steaks, save the other 2. Yeah, I think I've got a lot of electrical scrap already, so I think I'm fine in that respect. Let's just take this gas can back up and put it next to the generator for when we next need to refuel it. Nice. Yeah, let's just go to bed at this point. Decent. Default's 20%. Good, so we got plenty of time yet. Very, very good to know. Woken up at 6 AM. Perfectly unstressed and happy. Isn't there a risk that they explode when they get to below their kind of stable spot? I think that's what I was most nervous about, is that they explode and start fires, don't they? If you let them get too low. Anyway. So I think a stack weight of nails is just 6.6. Okay. There really is just so much crazy stuff. 20% is the fire and explosion chance, right? Yeah, that's the main thing I was feeling nervous about. I guess we'll make this just slightly larger just so we can see what we're doing. So let's get all the crafting electronics stuff. Or anything that says electronics for that matter. I guess light sources count. Anything that could be vaguely considered electrical. And metal detector, no, not quite. That's more of a tool or something. Fluorescent light tube box. And there'll be a fluorescent light tube inside it, I'm guessing. So we get 2 fluorescent light tubes. Which still counts as misc, which is weird. Anyway, that's everything electrical from that container. God, lots of rather generic stuff just called crafting here. Crafting, carpentry, industrial, metalworking, mining, misc. Cameras, what do we do with those? We just play with them as like a toy. Flashlight. Okay. On the floor here. Communications, yeah, walkie-talkies count as electrical. Metallurgy, metalworking. Bulb, yeah, I guess the bulbs count. Red flashlight bulb, yeah, sure. And then all these electronics things count. Which we're going to run out of room for. So next to the batteries, I think, is where we'll put this kind of stuff. So let's see how we do, but a power cord, I don't know, maybe the electronic parts. Trying to work out, can none of these things be placed? Scrap electronics, that can be placed, and that'll probably looks okay. Put a little green bulb next to them, okay, so this is like electronic parts. I think we have a lot of bulbs, but let's see if we can get light sources and bulbs all together without filling a crate too much. Oh yeah, yeah, that would be sick if fridges and things had durability. Yeah, that would be cool. I would like that. And then we'll just see if we can get everything else into the one above it. Thinking actually stuff that's there to be dismantled maybe should go in the top. Right? And then everything else can go in this middle one. All the actual components. Oh, wait, I thought there was... I thought there was stuff we couldn't fit. Oh, had we gotten to the floor by this point? Yes, we had. I think there's tons more of this kind of stuff here. Wow, yeah, look at this. Let's just loot all from here and just see what we get. Okay, yeah, we're full. Kuro, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout outs to you. Let's get more light bulbs in there. Oh, we don't want the aluminium. I don't think. That feels to me to be like it doesn't belong here. Like all the rest of this stuff blatantly does. I don't think we're gonna have room for all this stuff into one anyway. I feel like the aluminium, I mean, it's a metal. It's like the thinnest version of a metal sheet, isn't it? So we have big metal sheets, small metal sheets, and then we'll have the aluminium above those, maybe. That seems to make sense to me right now, at least. Loot all from in there. Oh yeah, we could probably have a whole container for amplifiers. We have so many of them. Although actually they don't take up much room at all. There's a lot of them, but they aren't heavy. Okay, so hold on. So lights first. Okay, good. And then this middle one, I think, like everything else. The metal detector doesn't belong. Will it all fit? It does. Okay, and then up here, metal detector doesn't make sense there. It's like, yeah, that just doesn't really belong. We'll just dump it on the floor and deal with that later. Now, take as many of those as we can and put the other bits in there. Oh yeah, so we are going to need more room with all this all this extra electronics. So I think the computer can go in there, these walkie-talkies can go in there. And then as many of these scrap electronics as we can fit can go in there. And then maybe we just put the rest in the bottom with the light sources, like it's fine. Yep, that's all good. All good. And that's like all the electronic components sorted, right? The metal detectors we've already discussed. It's something separate. Can probably just pull everything off the shelves now. Throw it all on the floor, but I'm just going to leave the nails. We'll just do we'll deal with nails next. So like bolts, I think, nail gun nails and nuts. I think it's just those, like even like box of glue sticks, it doesn't count. It's not the same as these kinds of things. Bolts, nails, nuts. They're all definitely a crew, right? They all are the same thing. Rubber bands, no, don't count. Sparklers, no, unfortunately you don't count either. On the floor here, nail gun nails, bolts. Oh, we know where aluminium goes, we've established that already. Box of nails. We know the wire goes, we've established that already. See, there was more sawdust. I knew there was sawdust in there somewhere. Yeah, all good. That's looking fine. So aluminium goes up at the top there, right? And then the wire would have gone in there. So it's like lights down there. We kind of want room in all of them, don't we? So it's almost like what we should do is take the scrap electronics and put them in up there instead. So now there should be. I know we just made room in the lights. Now what about taking some of the scrap electronics in here, putting them in with the lights? Will they all go? They will all go. Let's put our wire in there anyway. It's fine, it'll do for now. Now, on this topic, sawdust in there. And I think, like, door hinges and doorknobs. Yeah, I feel like what we should do is take one of these. And put it down with those guys. Just replace that door hinge. Okay, cool. So that's that. Nails, door hinges, doorknobs, all this stuff, they all go together. They can all go at the top. Oh, isn't it so therapeutic? Now, just to kind of make this job a bit easier, let's dump everything out of these lockers onto the floor. Oh yeah, we can't move the floor pieces, but we can. The reason I'm just doing this is because now all the items that are the same will now stack with each other, making it quicker. We're picking them all up from one place, you know. Very good. And then there's just a few things in some of these bags, like that we've already kind of sorted. But these bits of floor, I've actually got somewhere in mind for them. Put them in our main inventory here. Because we'd removed them from somewhere else, so we'll just put them like. I think didn't we? Yeah, we actually removed the floor from here in order to take it upstairs to kind of finish whatever. Was it that this room had a different floor originally? We wanted it to all be wooden, so I can't remember. Can't remember now. Anyway, we had 2 spare bits, and I think they'd originally come from down there, so just put them back. Okay, so things are really starting to look pretty good here. Let's take this welder mask off the top there and pop that in our backpack for now. And then that guy, yeah, so those are the 3 heads for the portable mining machine. So they all kind of go together, crafting mining. I guess that's what we want. We want to make a box out there that's for crafting mining. So we could start gathering those things next. But there is welding masks in here, so that's where that should go. Although, I guess up there it was kind of nice decoration. Yeah, maybe we should leave it up there as for decoration. Why don't we put the dirty, bloody one up there for decoration? Because ultimately, you won't be able to tell that it's dirty or bloody. Which way round? Which what makes sense? How should it look? Okay, good. We got these, all this money as well in a little bag. But that bag can't be placed on top of the thing. But if we had like a vanilla bag, like some of these ones, then they can get placed on top of the thing. At the moment we just have an ant. It's only an ant in that backpack, which is a bit mad. And that backpack's actually empty. It says smokes, but we moved. Oh no, there's one called forage. And there's one called drinks, which is also empty because I think we upgraded these and we put all our drinks in there and stuff, didn't we? Okay, so let's pick up smokes, which is empty. Let's rename it to coin. Gotta have some coin in our life. And then we'll put that up top. Very nice. And then we can move coins into coin. And let's put the Doomsday Prepper bag in our secondary for now. It's actually not a bad one to have in the secondary slot. I think it's got 100% weight reduction, doesn't it? The Doomsday Prepper. It does. So that's alright. And then these two, yeah, the bag with all that stuff in. Let's put that into a box somewhere. What's this game? It looks fun. This game is amazing. It's called Project Zomboid. It's like the best zombie apocalypse survival simulator thing ever. And it, yeah, absolutely slaps. It's kind of like a cross between like The Sims and any zombie game you've ever played. So crafting - mining. Yeah, there's some multi-tool drill heads there. Cool. Okay, so what about over here where we've got tools and things? Do we put some of them here back in the day? Okay, so this is fine. The only thing's like 12.2 is not really a huge amount of stuff to warrant a whole row. So it almost feels like we need like one for tools. Then again, let's pick up these messy bags here. The toolbox I think is unfortunately too small. Otherwise it'd be perfect. Although wait, we do have a second toolbox. Yeah, but I think actually better that we just maybe just say like one of these containers is for these kinds of tools. So like if we were to put them in here, what else might go in here with them? You know, like if we look at everything that's on the floor right now. Oh, how long is a piece of string? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that could go with them, but we have to make a decision about whether they do or not, like a metal file. Like, what if we put all the crafting hyphen stuff together? Anything that's I don't know, there's so many subcategories. Can we fit all the crafting things into one backpack? No. Kind of says it all. Okay. 1 second. Right, sorry, back to it. It's almost like it would make sense if they were just in a bag on their own. Don't we have another like empty backpack over here? The drinks one, this one. Let's put the ant in with the poo and stuff. So why not? Foraging things. And then these 2 bags we can maybe even remove because we're using the one over here, right? That one's got like our spices in it. Yeah, yeah. But these 2 are now both empty. So let's rename this one to portable mining machine, and we'll rename this one to TBC. I'll grab both of those, and over here, because we could even rename the toolbox, couldn't we? Yeah, we can. That's kind of nice. So let's place that guy up here, like maybe just a little bit off center so it just looks a bit cool. And let's place TBC up. Oh, it didn't like that. That looks terrible. That looks better. And then which one's portable mining machine? That one. Yeah. Let's put all those into there. Okay, amazing. The appliances having durability could be interesting. Yeah, yeah. One would break on average every 5 to 10 years. Well, I guess, but the way to play that would be when you find a house, like the fridge in it could be at any stage in that 5 to 10 years, right? So, like you pick a safe house and you're like, the only problem with this safe house is that fridge is only going to last like another year tops. And things like that, so that it would come up like sooner than every 5 to 10. Like you wouldn't have to survive to year 5 for it to be an issue. It could, because you could inherit a fridge at the start of the game that's just crap, you know. Yeah. Right. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff on the floors here now. The hairspray I think we used to make bombs, right? But we do have like a kind of makeup cupboard already. So let's put the hairspray in there. I know we do craft it, like we probably will use it to make bombs, but we're just going to put things just in sensible categories for now. So let's get back to the floor. Let's try and pick up everything that just says crafting. Okay, we did it. It only took us up to 10. So just general crafting things. I don't know though. Don't we want like adhesive tape and glue? Yeah, I don't know. Let's put them next to the nails and things, this kind of stuff. So what kind of sums all this sort of stuff up? Adhesive tape's a bit too small. I want something like kind of bigger that just looks like, obviously like, oh yeah, this is... Maybe they've only got one nail gun, so maybe... I don't make that many bombs. I never make bombs. Yeah, we haven't done it yet, but one day we will. Packing tape. Only problem is it does look a bit silly because it's so bright. So then we'll pick that back up. There's something we can place. Adhesive tape seems to be the only thing in here. It literally is, I think, the only thing in here that isn't like a hydrocraft thing that doesn't have a 3D model. I think the packing tape's probably the best then. Or we could look and see if the masking tape looks slightly less silly. Yeah, let's go with that. And we'll just put all of this stuff in the bottom one. And maybe we'll put the carpentry stuff in with the general stuff in terms of crafting items. It's still going to be really hard to know because we could manually split these into things that actually make more sense to us. But I think as a jumping in point, otherwise it's going to take us forever to sort through all this stuff. Let's see how much of the other crafting hyphen stuff we can fit into one bag. Can we get it all in? Looks like we can. It's only 18, so actually all of this stuff can fit into one box here. So yeah, let's just do that. And it'll probably will end up knowing that this is like a place to come to for random things. Things when we're like, I wonder where that thing could be. It'll be like, it'll be in that one with the masking tape outside the front. Be like, cool. Okay, then materials next. How much materials have we got? Can it fit into one bag? Because if it can probably, this kind of stuff can just go in the box above the crafting category. It looks like we're going to get it. It looks like... We're thirsty. It's pretty much a full bag actually, so let's just move all this stuff over. Put materials in the next box up. And then what are the remaining things here? A weapon. The box cutter's a melee weapon, technically. I mean, bubble wrap must be a thing. We'll leave all these tools. They can go somewhere else. Same goes for the survival items. Padlock, the rubber bands, they feel like they just belong with this stuff we've just been discussing. So I think we'll pop all this stuff yeah, in here with the materials. And then what have we actually got left here on the floor? 35's worth, still quite a lot. Although actually a lot of that is the bags up here. So what if we just take everything that isn't the bags up there? Right, can we fit all of this into a bag? It's looking like the answer is going to be yes. With ease. Now, although this is not going to be their permanent home, we do have currently broken weapons in here. So let's just put that in there. Don't really know. I think we can probably just destroy and delete all of the broken spiked baseball bats we've made because, yeah, they're not useful. I think I'm going to put tools here. So, like if we put a cordless drill on the floor, does that look ludicrous? It's actually very, very clear and noticeable, so I like it. Binoculars kind of count, right? I don't know. Fuel canister feels like it doesn't go there. It doesn't even have... What about in this corner? I just pop a fuel canister on the floor in this corner. This just can be for useless things. A lot of storage just for things that are specifically useless. Okay, anything that's a tool can go in there like that. Stuff that's just specifically categorized as a tools in the top one, sorry, in the bottom one, and then things that aren't specifically categorized as a tool but we think are anyway can go in the second one. And then we're going to need a separate place for like more specific tools. So next to them we can put like things like hammers and whatnot like we've got over here, because there's a lot of this kind of stuff over here. Right, but actually look, we need to go through and do this properly. So there's the crafting stuff. Material. Tool. Tool / weapon. Yeah, these are the really useful ones. They're going to be separate. Box cutter and jackknife we've already put in. Crafting things. Materials. We've already put those in places. All these that are called tools. But that's car stuff. That's specific. I know it's not just car stuff. Let's put them all together anyway. It's going to be easier. I think wrenches belong. We're full there. Yeah, cool. So what did we say? Stuff that's specifically called a tool goes in here. So that's all of you lot. And the next one up is all this stuff that's... We know it's a tool, even though it doesn't say it's a tool. So that would be all of these wrenches. And apart from this steel pipe. So where's the crafting stuff again? Crafting with... Yeah, anything after it goes in there. And all of you lot going there. It's starting to get a bit full in there, isn't it? Right, and then materials. It's the one above. Looking good. And then they are actual weapons. They are actual weapons too. These kitchen knives. We'll put a couple of them down here, so we've just got plenty on the knife rack. And then, yeah, all these scissors, they don't belong here. They belong in here. Because so do the needles and threads, to be fair. Which we should be able to easily find because we know tools are in here. So there's the needles. And we know that threads are material, so they're going to be in here. I'm a genius. This is working so well. Let's put welding masks. Welding masks in there, I guess. Because it's like we know it's a tool, but it's got a different category, so that's the box it goes in. The ones that are like secret tools. Okay, very good. Now to keep sorting through these. Yeah, we are actually getting into the realms of... So that's like, those are like... blade weapons. These are melee weapons. Kind of. That's empty, and those are the tools, right? So I think all those categories need room to expand before we get into guns. But we've sorted through everything, which is pretty awesome. So only a tiny little bit more sorting to do. And this room looks great. And, you know, we could actually probably remove these to make more room for more crafting stations and things. Those metal shelves might make more sense downstairs. There's a room where I can imagine them all going. But I can't, unfortunately, stream for much longer because I do need to go and collect my kids from school and things like that. So, well, I suppose I can do another like 5 minutes. Maybe we can just sleep and then just get the final bits moved. Why not? So eat our steaks. Oh, we out of matches here. That's fine. Just grab another pack. Have a little smoke. Put our butts in the butt tub. That takes us up to 650 cigarettes smoked in this save file. Not too bad. Just have a sleep. So if you're new to the channel, do consider subscribing for more Zomboid. I feel like we're going to have a big flurry of activity in this save game file with lots of streams in the coming weeks, because getting all our items organized like this is something I've been putting off for ages, but it's definitely going to give everything a new lease of life here. Let's start with broken things, just all broken things, because we might as well put all the broken stuff together. And there's quite a lot more where that came from in here. Oh wow, look, and we've got even more spare weapons and stuff. But yeah, look, broken stuff, quite a lot. So we probably need like a whole section for broken things. In fact, we've got our section. This corner is useless things. So let's start from the top. Just throw broken things into it. But they all fit. They all fit into one box. All of our broken stuff fit into one box. Nice. And then we can probably fit most of these tools. Yeah, and we consider these to be tools. All of these things. Whether they're actually officially a weapon or not. Let's throw the sledge in there. There's more hammers in here that we called weapons, but we're going to remove those and call them tools now. And yeah, we'll pop a hammer on the floor there. It's really not that clear though what it is. I wonder if there's anything clearer than that. Okay, well we'll put the hammer down for now. That's fine. It's just nowhere near as clear as having that cordless drill. I mean, they could just go up there. To be honest, I think they should. So we'll move all those up to there. So they'll be in the same category as the cordless drill. That does just seem to make a lot more sense. There's all our tools, all in one place. And then we're getting into the realms of weaponry. We've got one for melee. And we've got one for bladed, I guess. So let's just grab it all. Very good, very good. And we will put these somewhere quite different. Animal products and things. Put them over here maybe. Place one spiked baseball bat on the floor. And you know what, because we want to mass produce them, I'm actually going to put spiked baseball bats in a category of their own, because for now they are our weapon of choice. And everything else can sit in the box above. Very nice. And then there's this, all the blades. Put these two axes just in our main. And we'll pop one of these on the floor like that. And then we can pop them all in there. Oh man, this is good. Let's get the forklift out of here. You can see how this is going to be amazing. And we'll gradually probably like expand them out. You know what I mean? It'll be like, oh, we actually need way more room for, say, guns or for, say, whatever it is. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. This is definitely the kind of storage that I think Hydrocraft demands. And I feel like with this level of organization now, we will be unstoppable. So we'll pop the forklift back where it belongs down here. And yeah, we literally didn't see a single zombie all stream, but this was very, very productive. And like I say, I think we are now in a position where we can actually start to properly, realistically work out where all of our stuff is and navigate Hydrocraft a little bit more effectively. Oh, you know what? There is actually, just to finish this job properly, there are guns in here. So it's just this container here does have quite a lot of this kind of stuff in it. Let's take as much of it as we can. And then maybe we'll just pop the 2 sledges into our main inventory. It's fine, they could have probably, or one of them at least could have fit in there. Anyway, it's fine. So the sledges are going over here, aren't they? Also, this hammer that we put on the floor shouldn't be there anymore. Hammers go up there. Sledge. Sledge, sledge. Oof, and that's like very full. So actually needs a bit more room. But yeah, that's that bit done. That's good. The jackknives go in there. Metal bars. Don't we have like tons of metal bars over here? I'm guessing hand fork is in this category. Pipe wrench I think we already had in a different crazy place. Don't know where I put it. I think, in fact, I think it was over here. We might want to actually look at some of these definitions we've made again here. Yeah, there's a pipe wrench, there's a crowbar. And I think the wood axe will be in here. Yeah, nice. Alright, that'll do it. So do drop a like on the stream, subscribe if you're new, be excellent to each other. Look out for more Zomboid on the channel. And yeah, take care and I'll see you soon. Peace out.